could be on the stairs, in the hallway, anywhere. We'll go in the back, work our way up.
Chicago Fire has become one of the most popular shows on television with one of the most dedicated fan bases.
Cancel the dive. No one is in the water.
The show that began in 2012 has reached mass levels of popularity and is now entering its 11th season. So far, the show has spawned 2 spin-offs in the same city, Chicago ME and Chicago PD.
So what are we doing?
I don't know.
The show has an extensive cast, with some of the main stars of the show being Jesse Spencer as Matthew Casey, Taylor Kinney as Kelly Severide, Cara Kilmer as Sylvie Brett, Monica Raymond as Gabriella Dawson, and Miranda Rae Mayo as Stella Kidd.
Should have vented the back. We're called the rescue squad, Casey. We don't vent. You shouldn't have put Andy through the window.
The show has a thriving online fan base dedicated to watching and discussing every part of the show, as we'll get to in this video. They aren't always necessarily happy with what goes down in the show, but they are undeniably hooked. Fans of Chicago Fire have been clamoring for Stella Kidd and Kelly Severide to get together, but they may have to wait a while longer before the couple decides to move forward into parenthood. The on-screen couple, played by Miranda Rae Mayo and Taylor Kinney, recently married in the popular drama. In one of the first plot lines of their married life, the couple was nearly killed by an attacker on their honeymoon. Hardcore fans of the show understand the couple's relationship dynamics and won't expect them to agree on absolutely everything. As their personal and professional lives intertwined, the couple started to see more eye to eye. Even so, the two are stubborn to the core, so it's difficult to say if that will present challenges in season 11 and beyond. Many fans have been left wondering what's next for the couple after marriage. It seems that a logical next step would be for the couple to start a family together. But is this in the cards for the couple? Realistically, it doesn't make much sense for Kidd and Severide to how dedicated they are to their careers. It was even a possibility several times that the couple would split up to pursue their careers further apart. When two people are as dedicated to their jobs as they are, it's hard to see where they will find the time and energy to have kids. Although the show could have left it at that, the recent episode Pink Cloud gave fans even more context as to why the couple likely won't be having kids anytime soon. The episode featured a storyline centered around a teenager's relationship with her abusive mother. The couple took different stances towards the case, which shows how they individually feel about taking on the responsibility of parenthood. Stella took on a more maternal role than fans are used to seeing her take. She instantly took a vested interest in the teenager and sought to provide her with comfort and support. It was a potential glimpse into her future as a mother and shows that it's something she's likely considering for herself moving forward. Kelly took a much different approach from his wife. He kept a healthy distance from the teenager, and although he was supportive, he was not as personally involved as Stella. This may show that he outright doesn't want kids, or the more nuanced interpretation that he doesn't feel mentally prepared to take on the challenge of raising a child. The abusive mother in the episode might represent his deep-seated fears that he will not be a good enough parent if he were to take that step forward. However you interpret the episode, it's clear that the couple isn't necessarily at the same point in their lives when considering parenthood. This may be the first hint at an ongoing plotline showing the couple taking the journey of parenthood together. Who's to say if it will wrap up conveniently in season 11 with the couple making a decision, or if it will play out over the next several seasons of the show. Either way, fans are sure to be hanging on every moment. While things look pretty good in the big picture for Stella and Kelly, fans are furious over the show's decision to stray from another of the show's most popular romances. In recent episodes, the showrunners have decided to split up Matthew Casey and Sylvie Brett. To add insult to injury, the show decided to pull the trigger on the romance in the first episode of season 11, with Sylvie breaking up with Matthew over the phone. How cold can you get? Chicago Fire's intense Twitter fandom would not be ones to stand by idly as their favorite storyline was being torn to shreds in front of them. After episode 4 of season 11, one fan tweeted out, "The entire hashtag Brettsy fandom watching from the sidelines as years of slow burn is being destroyed in less than one season," with Brettsy of course being a combination of Brett and Casey. Another fan tweeted out, "All destroyed in episode 5. 4 episodes because by episode 5 the disaster was already done. I will never forgive those people for what they did. CF ended there. We need to be honest." A third responded by saying, "That's perfectly said. They gave us a brand new love story, especially for Casey, and then took it all away with one stroke of a pen. Disgraceful." The fan reaction shows how passionate the show has made its viewers. The decision to break the couple up can't be placed entirely on the show's writers. It appears the couple would have stayed together had Jesse Spencer, the actor who played Matt Casey, not decided to leave the show. Midway through the last season, Spencer's character left Chicago to pursue a job in Portland. This left the couple to test out a long-distance long-distance relationship. In season 10 of the show, Casey asked Brett if she would accompany him to his new life in Portland. She ultimately refused, which is why the couple decided to try out their ill-fated long-distance relationship. Spencer spoke on his decision to leave the show, saying, "This was a difficult decision because I have loved the show from the start, but there are other things that I would like to do in the future, and there's some family that I need to take care of." While many fans likely sense the end coming soon after Spencer left the show, the final nail in the coffin came in the season 11 premiere. On the show, Sylvie's ex-fiancé Kyle made an appearance, which triggered something in Sylvie. Shortly after this encounter, she calls Matthew to end things officially. Showrunner Andrea Newman had a lot to say about the plotline moving forward. Talking about Sylvie, she said, "No matter how much she loves Casey, and it's undeniable, she's making decisions now that are for her own future and for her life with this paramedicine cause, which is really near and dear to her. We're going to chart it, and you'll see that grow a lot, and you'll hear her talking about it. So it's a lot of fun to see. She's a toughie now. She's a real strong, independent medic. When she came, she had some growing to do, and she's done it. It's a fun thing to watch." While this may be the showrunner's thoughts, fans are still left heartbroken with Sylvie and Matt separated. That said, there may still be some hope for the Brettsy fandom. Another showrunner, Derek Haas, when asked about the couple reuniting, had this to say, "Oh yes, we're always hoping those stars align." Haas talked further about Spencer's departure, saying, "We're going to keep it alive. This is a 3-year commitment that Casey's making, but hopefully we'll see him before those 3 years are done." Spencer is working on an upcoming Disney Plus series filmed in his home country of Australia. The series is titled Last Days of the Space Age and began filming this last July. It is set to be an 8-part series set in Perth, Australia in the late 70s. The show will center around the real-life events of the U.S. space station, Skylab, crashing down to Earth just outside the city. The show is set to focus on 3 families and all the drama that comes from their lives. Aside from Spencer, the show will star Radha Mitchell, Aidan Dushim, Deborah Mailman, Vico Tai, and Emily Grant. It will likely be out in Australia come 2023. As of right now, the series is only set to be released in Australia, but depending on a successful launch, it may also get a full American release. At this point, the couple's reunion depends on Spencer returning to the show. With Spencer leaving the show to pursue other projects, it's difficult to say if this will happen anytime soon. Fans of the couple had to wait through years of a slow burn to see the couple together for the first time, and it looks like they may have to endure a few more years before the couple can reunite. What are your thoughts on season 11 of Chicago Fire? Do you see Stella and Kelly having kids together anytime soon? Did the Brettsy breakup break your heart as well? Any predictions for where the show is headed from here? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.